And now we have changes that will allow us in the next several weeks to take the next step forward into regaining what we consider a much more normal life.
601 days. That is how long it has been since the first indoor mask mandate in Washington was announced. Governor Jay Inslee today announcing the light at the end of the tunnel for the state. The indoor mask mandate is soon ending. Good evening and thank you for joining us for KREM 2 News at 11 tonight. I'm Mark Hanrahan. 32 days from now, you will not be required to wear a mask at the grocery store, concerts, or in restaurants. KREM 2's Kyle Simchuk met with business owners today who had some mixed reactions.
Well, yeah, Mark, at least one restaurant owner we met with said she may still require masks and proof of vaccination even after the mandate ends, depending on the amount of cases and hospitalizations. Other businesses tell us they are thrilled because they're tired of having to enforce these rules. Washington is now one of 5 states in the nation with a mask mandate.
Pretty certain we're going to be the last state that is still requiring masks come March 21st.
Mark Starr, owner of David's Pizza, is thrilled that his customers and employees won't have to wear one come March 21st.
It's been really difficult. It's been odd the way people treat each other. My staff doesn't know what to do. Some people are religious about wearing their masks, and of course we're respectful of that. And there's other people that are like, why do we have to put these on?
Starr's restaurant is right across the street from the Spokane Arena. Matt Meyer, director of entertainment, believes lifting the mandate is a step in the right direction.
I do expect some of the ticket sales to increase. I think it's a step in the right direction, yeah. Obviously, it comes down to personal preference on what your expectations are with when it comes to COVID. So I know some people will have some hesitation.
One of those people is Beth Bowman, co-owner of Italia Trattoria.
It's a little confusing right now because nobody knows where we're going to be in a month and change.
Her restaurant has strictly enforced the mask mandate. They even require proof of vaccination.
We still every day get people saying thank you. We haven't gone out to eat in years or a year or whatever. We got so many new people from that that it was unbelievable. We were just packed.
Bowman says they may stick to those policies even after the mandate is lifted.
When the medical community has less stress on them, they're more able to handle it. Right now it's still high numbers coming in. Even if people are not necessarily dying from it, they're still very sick.
We're always asking, where's your mask?
Tim Lanigan owns Nito Burrito downtown. He's also required vaccine cards.
It feels like we're bullying everyone compared to everywhere else that seems pretty loosey-goosey.
He won't require anything after the mandate is lifted. He's even planned something special for the day after.
The 22nd we have a show, and my band is playing it, so I'm so excited because I get to play a show right after the mask mandate ends.
Reporting in Spokane, Kyle Simchuk, KREM 2 News.
Today's announcement means that students at Washington schools will be able to attend class without a mask starting on March 21st, and some parents have already voiced their opinions on that decision.
I think that'll be kind of nice. I'm a nanny, and 2 of the girls that I nanny, they go to the school, and it kind of sucks because a lot of them, their friends, they haven't seen them without their masks, so they'll come over for a play date at our house or whatever, and their friends will pull down their mask and they're like, oh, that's what you look like.
Masks have been required since students went back to the classroom last school year. This means for the first time since the state transitioned schools to remote learning, kids will be going to class without masks. Additional guidance from the state for schools will come the week of March 7th. That's in order to give more time for districts to prepare for the transition to optional mask usage. Schools must still report cases and outbreaks to the state, and students and staff showing COVID-19 symptoms will still be required to quarantine. Michael Dunn is the superintendent of ESD 101, which represents Eastern Washington school districts. He said the announcement is a sign of hope.
I think it's a beacon of hope. This has been a pretty long 2 years, and I think that the symbolism of masks being able to come off, meaning that it's becoming a safer environment for all of us.
This afternoon, we also received a letter that Spokane Public Schools sent to its families. It reads in part, quote, "As in the past, we ask that all students and staff follow health and safety protocols. SPS will continue to follow the guidance of public health officials and will provide updates to staff and families whenever changes are made." If you would like to read more about the governor's decision to drop the mask mandate, just text us the word mask to 509-448-2000. We'll send that link directly to your phone. All right, now to your night beat with a quick look at today's top stories. A human rights education center is asking the Coeur d'Alene City Council to stand up against racism.
We are not an organization that does that. We do outreach through education. And so there may be groups in town that will do that, but we're not recommending that.
At Tuesday night's City Council meeting, Human Rights Education Institute's Executive Director Janet Laster asked the City Council to post an anti-racism statement that it made in 2020 in a more prevalent spot on its website. The request comes after reports of a white supremacist group that planning to gather in North Idaho in March. KREM 2 has decided that we will not disclose the name of that group or the date. The Okanagan County Sheriff's Office is searching for a person of interest after a couple was found dead on their property. He's believed to be armed and dangerous. Dave and Gerlin Covey were 80 and 66 years old. They were discovered by the Sheriff's Office after a welfare check. The person of interest was seen by deputies 2 different times while searching the property. Both times that man ran away. The Sheriff's Office says he was last seen wearing an older green camouflage jacket and dark pants. If you have any information on his identity or the deaths of the Coveys, you are urged to contact the Okanagan County Sheriff's Office. Deputies say do not interact with that person of interest if you see him. The man found guilty of killing a Newport teen back in 2020 is expected to be sentenced tomorrow. Claude Merritt was found guilty last month on all charges in connection to the death of 19-year-old Jason Fox, except for the charge unlawful disposal of human remains. Fox's case gained the attention of millions of people after it was posted on TikTok.
Periodically, we do need to come through and we see locks on those. They're actually cables that are part of the infrastructure of the bridge. And so when we get extra weight on that, that can compromise the integrity. It also can interfere with doing inspections. So it's really about keeping the safety of the bridge.
For a few years now, lovebirds would lock down their love on the bridge in Peaceful Valley. But now all the locks were taken off the bridge by the city of Spokane. The city says the bridge just wasn't built to hold all those locks, and they have them removed 3 to 4 times a year to keep the bridge safe. Now, we did talk to that couple right there today who was a bit disappointed to find their lock had been removed. And that was your Night Beat. To learn more about any of these stories, just text us the word night to 509-448-2000. We'll send them directly to your phone. Take a look at your national headlines now. A massive fire in Michigan destroyed a 105-year-old prestigious country club. Take a look. The Oakland Hills Country Club is being declared almost a total loss. The historic club has hosted 6 U.S. Open championships and 3 PGA championships. Meantime, a massive winter storm is hitting a huge section of the country today from Texas to Maine. Along with up to 6 inches of snow in some states, severe storms, including tornadoes, could hit parts of Arkansas to Mississippi. Meanwhile, we are seeing almost a completely opposite story here in the inland Northwest. Some clouds, but also some sunshine, still kind of feeling like spring-like temperatures. Let's get outside to meteorologist Thomas Patrick in the Outdoor Weather Center. Thomas, tomorrow is Friday. Hallelujah. What's it going to look like?
Should be another pretty nice day for tomorrow. I was talking with one of my best meteorologist friends. He was out in Alabama dealing with the heavy rain and the tornadoes today. What he wouldn't do to be out here even if just for a day. Tomorrow's going to be a nice one. Got those clear skies, just a few passing overhead clouds. Nothing that's going to disturb us for tonight. But our low temperatures, as you might expect, probably around 30 degrees, give or take a couple degrees across the region. Nothing unusual for February standards. We'll finish out this week pretty nice, but a couple big weather notes heading into first this weekend. Rain and snow chances for both days over the weekend, and then some significantly colder weather starts to move into most of the country, and that could mean low temperatures in the single digits. So we'll show you just when the coldest of that stretch of weather is expected to hit in just a few minutes.
Sounds good, Thomas. Thank you very much. All right, don't go to bed just yet. After the break, we'll have an update on our KREM 2 investigation into the Spokane shock. We are back in just 90 seconds.